Good morning, gorgeous. I hope that this finds you well rested, ready to begin your day. This is your daily tarot and oracle, your daily insight on life and love for September 23rd, 2021. Also being timeless, so you could be catching this at any point in time. It might be relevant, but if it's not, enjoy the shenanigans and go about your day. I don't know. We are going to be kicking this off with what I'm feeling the messages from the magical fairies. They're so awesome. So your individual storyline is always going to be more detailed, in-depth, and intense. If you have questions about booking a session, go ahead and reach out in the email address provided or in the DMs on the social platforms. I have a plethora of services, so see what might be right for you, see about the sales that are going on, and I don't know, look forward to connecting with you. All right, what do you need to hear? What's going on with your day, your life? Practice, practice, practice. With daily practice, you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. This is never going to be perfect from the start. Anyone who gives you this illusion of perfection with anything, especially from the first step, is completely absurd. You know how many times you've fallen on your face? Do you know how many times that you're going to have slip-ups? This is human nature and it's meant to be experienced. Practice, practice, practice. You have been doing a lot of emotional healing, especially with what seems to be at your base chakra. Foundation, security, your home life, your birth family life, all of those. There is an intense emotional healing that is coming in right now. So this, you can't just say one and done on everything. It's not possible. Healing is not a linear process. You're going to go back through cycles. You are going to go through checkpoints that you have thought that you already went through, and it's going to trip you up again. You have got to have patience with yourself. You've got to have practice with this. When you go through the loop on any one of these, it is going to be an intense time of using your tools and knowing what tools that you have in your pocket and that you're acquiring at the time so that you can start to utilize them, know when to utilize them, know when to put something away, know when to grab something else. If everything that you are, well, if all you have is a hammer, everything that you're going to look at is going to look like a nail, and you're going to want to nail that when all it requires is sometimes going to be a saw or a hammer or a jack. You know what I'm saying. Versatility is going to be necessary, and it's going to require you not be so rigid with the tools that you do have. So the emotional healing, your heart is healing, that is great, and is rightly connected to your base chakra. So what are we seeing here? Pregnancy. Well, some of you might be having a baby, and congratulations to you. But for a few, this is going to be actually something that is going to be embarking on new life for you. Through the healing process, you are literally being made new. And I want you to use your intuition with this. It's leading you to even more emotional healing. So the pregnancy, notice how this beautiful fairy here has the wings. I've been talking about this with not only mentors and master classes or master groups. The phoenix sets fire to its entire security and strips away every sense of self, and that's how you get the phoenix out of the ashes. It gets rid of everything that kept it confined and secure, even if it was in toxicity or whether or not it was deemed healthy at the time. That's exactly what has been going on here. But I even questioned my mentor, when you no longer have that phoenix who's coming out of the ashes, when you are no longer facing that sense of adversity, when you have nothing in front of you, do we create chaos and adversity just so we have something that still proves that we do have that fight in us? Do we have that sense of self in us? So in coming out of the ashes, does it make you fight like a vigilante? Or are you going to be able to soar above the clouds, soar above what were the perceived problems were, soar above what the pain was? I want you to look at that. I know that, you know, this might be an issue at hand. I know that this is something I've recently faced. I know a plethora of people who have been facing this over the last few weeks. So understand, while I'm not marginalizing it, you're in good company, and that there is a way around this. And these little blips of smoke that you're seeing, it's from the incense. I promise you. So, let's see. Yeah. This was alive and well in the summer. You're coming off of summer energy, aren't you? Something happened during the summer months that was a major trigger for all of this. I want to get one more out of here. I want to take from the bottom, then I'm going to pull from another deck. All right, yeah. Whatever occurred this last summer for you, absolutely perfect, divine timing. This was a major trigger for all of this to pull you out of that chaos. Very intense. What do you need to know about this? We are getting messages or daily guidance from your angels. What do you need to know? I'm throwing everything. That's what you need to know. Daydream. All right, so there's nothing to worry about. A new partner. Yep. You're getting the go-ahead. Whatever happened over the summer caused you to release certain people out of your life. I bet that was fun. I bet it was. I bet it was a fun little spiel that you went on. Growing pains are never fun at all. So what I'm seeing here is, listen, you've been getting a lot of signs around either this person or this situation. You've probably been seeing either a name or numbers pop up. Angel numbers have been massive. I don't know about you. I've been seeing a lot of 555s. I screenshot it every single time, not as if I'm going to look at it. I don't know why. Why do we do that? Oh yeah, click. There you go. There's nothing to worry about. You didn't do anything wrong in this. There was nothing wrong. This is major divine intervention. So what I see is you being freed up, and that there's new people who are coming into your life that you are getting the green light on. There's more things to be explored in your life than this situation. And I see that this was a major trigger for that healing, because it didn't start with this particular person or persons or situation in your life. This has been long-standing. So what is this going to be involving? And I'm getting the whispers of love. Fabulous. All right. Really? You know me, a lot of cards came out. But I don't feel inclined to put them back. Love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. Express love through gifts. Small tokens of love can convey great appreciation. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through actions. Spend quality time together. Listen and talk to each other. Have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. Act as if your partner is here. All right. There's one particular person who I feel is watching this, and you know I'm looking right at you with this one. Act as if your partner is here. I know that this reading is going to resonate with at least one person. Oh, sweet Jesus. Whether or not you have someone in your life or not, act as though they're with you, and you'll always consider them. Not enable them, but consider them. They are part of your equation. Receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. Love is not meant to be this hard. Love is not meant to break at everything that comes its way. Whatever you had experienced as far as that goes is not the way that it was supposed to be. It's not meant to be backbreaking. It's not meant to be hard. Yes, there's challenges in every relationship in your life, but it's not meant to be a war. And you're not going to experience relationships as wars. The war is over. You don't need to fight. You don't need to fight this hard. It doesn't need to be this hard. It doesn't need to be a love language that is deliberately misinterpreted. None of that. None of that moving forward. So I see that if you want something that is going to be an additive to your life and not a weight, then start behaving as though that were there. What would you want? What would you love? What does love show up as in your life that is going to be such an additive? Be very authentic with what your love language is, with how you show up for loving connections in your life. This is opening the door and the channel for you to receive that love. So what I'm seeing here, your gratitude, your growth, your inspiration, everything that you've been confronted with, every hardship, every time your heartstring was pulled on, is all leading up to not only a relationship that is worthy of you, but all around healthy connections in your life. Not everything is meant to drag you down, and this is actually emphasizing this idea that it is not meant to drag you down. So we have the moon here. You are in a new phase. You just are. So spend quality time together. Take the time in getting to know this. This is not supposed to be something that is just is black and white, night and day. It's not going to be something that completely takes off from your life. This is going to be something that you have been bringing in. So, what are we looking at? What do you need to watch out for? So we have a daughter here. This is very youthful, young, small amounts of loving energy. Hold on one second. My son just got off the school bus, so I had to go mom on him for a little bit. Love my babies. So we were talking about this new loving compassion that was going on with you because you got the daughter card. This is the beginnings of the heart opening, the beginnings of the divine feminine opening up to masculine energy that is coming in towards it. It's not gender-based. I will never care about the gender identity of this. This is something that is coming in to be an additive to your life. This is something that is going to be fruitful for you. So, daughter energy, what do you need to know? You got to forgive the people who hurt you. And I know that you probably have actively said that you forgive them. But I honestly don't feel like you've completely forgiven in your heart. It doesn't mean that you call people up and go meet up with them. It doesn't mean that at all. It means that you stop putting yourself mentally and emotionally in that past situation because you're holding yourself hostage there. Let's see, what's this? Patience, please. And then we have flower power. All right. So this, you got to be patient and easy on yourself. Remember in the beginning how I was talking about healing not being linear? You're going to have your share of triggers in this because what has occurred can only heal by the triggers that happen in, I guess, the upcoming connections in your life. You're going to be healing through these connections. You're going to evolve in these. You are going to come into bloom. It's one thing to say that you're over it, but you will be tested on it. Whatever your reaction is, please don't beat yourself up. Please don't. What are you going to get out of it? Haven't you been punished enough? And again, I'll say exactly what my mentor did because it struck me so hard. How bad does it have to get before you start putting your how bad does it have to get before you start putting your best interests first? Really, what is your tolerance? I have a no tolerance policy at this point. So I'm actually curious as to what are you willing to tolerate in your life? There are a lot of things that you deserve, but pain is not one of them. So let's look at this. You got protection. Oh no, but some of you need to get your head out of the gutter with that one, and I need to light more incense. Go get your coffee. I'm doing this. I prefer it's around. Come on. Really? This is going to take a minute. There we go. It took a minute, didn't it? I don't know. Let's get back to the program. Okay, so protection. Your loved ones and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. You're not going to get hurt. Your loved ones aren't going to get hurt. There's no more hurt that has to move forward in this. Then we have explore your options. I think that you really need to see what it is that you do want. What really makes you come alive. I gotta ask if you were cutting back because you didn't feel like you wanted everything that you had called out for. Isn't that silly? You feel bad for wanting what you want. Like, who are you to want or have any of this? I'll tell you who you are. Look at your story. Look at everything that you have gone through, that you've overcome. I get it. We all have trauma. We do. It's part of life. It's not meant to marginalize your experience. So I genuinely want you to not compare your trauma or drama to anybody. Don't do it. It's not going to suit you. Look back at everything that you've overcome. Look back at all the hardships that you faced in relationships and in your own life. Look at that. You're worthy of so much more than what you have been trained to settle for in the past. So, what are some things that you need to keep your eye out for? The change, the major life changes. When the opportunity arises, as long as it's not life-threatening or illegal, why not go for it? This is going to ease you into a new Zen state in life. And we have stay optimistic. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean that it's not in the works. What blows my mind is with everything that's been happening with the collective over the last few weeks, we are starting to get at a standstill energy. So that makes people believe that nothing is going to happen. Nothing is coming about with this. And that couldn't be further from the truth. This is where everything is happening behind the scenes because of all the amazing work that you have done. All of this perseverant attitude that you've had. It's occurring. It really is. It's happening behind the scenes and it's coming into fruition right now. So many people are making these big grand moves in their life, whether it's changing career, whether it's physically moving, whether it's divorcing, whether it's getting married, whether it's having a baby, whether it's completely switching countries. There's so many major moves. And you want to know what? Somebody, one of you, just might stop something as small as drinking coffee. I'm not going to be one of them, but it might be somebody's story out there. It's time for you to look inwardly and see what the blocks are from you and what you feel is coming. And it's time for you to affirm what you already know to be true about yourself, your beliefs, and what you are deserving of, and calling it in. You are bridging from where the landing point is in this particular situation and where your mindset is with it. So this is the bridge that is coming into play, and you are going to cross it into the landing point, which for some of you is going to be incredible growing connections, whether it's romantic, whether it's your support. These are going to show up in various ways. For some of you, this will be love, but for some of you, it's going to be support. And for some of you, it's going to be a supportive life situation where you are incredibly empowered. So very cool. Okay. Now I'm getting pulled back to the daily guidance. Have I used any No, I have not used any Rider-Waite. I'm not even done with the reading. We're going to see this in a moment. All right, so daily guidance from the angels wants you to know it's time to get your arse in gear. Get going. It's the only love. Listen with an open heart and an open mind. Do not close it off. You have a lot that is coming into your way. So when you see the opportunity for this chance, this change, when the opportunity presents itself, see it through the eyes of love and not through the eyes of pity or disabling, and take a leap onto it. It's time for you to step into this new chapter. So then we have energy work. This is going to help you dissolve your blocks, and it's also going to help you establish your worthiness. So I am determined to finish this off with Rider-Waite. You are in recovery. You are in recovery. You're going to fight. Stand up for yourself. You're going to cut through all the BS, and it's coming in hot. The truth is going to come out, and I think that it's really important that you are honest with yourself. There's nothing to illuminate the situation. There's no more information to be had. And I see that this is going to be the true, honest look at karmic situations that had closed you off in your life. And I see that you're ready for Spirit to hand you this cup that is going to be overflowing. Your happiness is yours and yours alone. But there are going to be people who are along for the ride, and I see that you are opening up to it. You are going to be opening up to new energies that are coming in, that are going to be healing and supportive of you, and that are going to show you exactly why the cut to the BS attitude was necessary, and while it was important to see the karmic situation for what it was and learn to let it go. And then this is definitely going to be involving you letting in important, or people who are important card players in your life, going to let them go. These are relationships that are no longer serving you and that are more taking than anything else in your life. So I see something very passionate coming in towards you, giving you an offer, and it feels very fiery. And this is something that it's gone beyond this life. This is something that is out of this world. And it goes beyond this lifetime. It is very passionate. It is something that feels like a almost familiar stranger to you. So I know that this is new and incoming for you. Take your time. This is beautiful. I can't wait to see what your storyline lines up for you. Just know that better things are on the horizon for you. The healing is already occurring. And be patient with yourself, just because when you think you're over something, you get tested and you find out you're not exactly over it. This is why this happens. These are why these tests happen, because it is for your growth. And it is for not only your expansion, it is, this is just as important for somebody else. You're beautiful and you're worthy and you deserve this. And Spirit is going to give it to you. But you have to be very sure that you are worthy of it. Any doubt in your mind is going to be dispelled right now. Okay, I'm going to let you go, but until next time, stay safe, have fun, and just know that you are greatly loved and appreciated. Talk to y'all soon. Hey there, gorgeous. If you are coming across this, we're going to be getting a message from the Rider-Waite. Okay. Whatever is done in the dark will be brought to light. The truth is about to come out about some sort of particular situation in your life, but don't let that scare you. It shouldn't scare you if it does. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, we have the Strength in reverse. You've been strong long enough holding on to whatever the secret is. It's time to let it out, whether it's you or another person. This, I think it's about you pretending, or, okay, not pretending, but trying to get grounded. It seems to be that there is something that you need to share with people. Whether it's a loved one, whether it's a group of people. Hanging on to this is getting to its end point. So whatever this is that you feel that you can't talk about, know that you can talk about this, and that eventually it's going to come out. But this has been something that I feel has been hurting you for quite some time. And I feel like nobody knows about this, what's going on with you, how deep this ran with you. So what I'm seeing here is have some faith in people. Lean into your vulnerability. And this is going to be a way for you to find some sense of recovery. It's going to be okay. It's going to be good. You're going to get the grounding that you're looking for, that sense of equilibrium. This has been throwing you through a loop. Oh. Sorry, this was in reverse. You've been strong long enough. Time to let the ghost go. If you're coming across this, we will be getting a message from the Rider-Waite. Some very caring and nurturing energy coming in, something that is emotionally mature or emotionally grounded. All right, this is going with divine feminine energy. Interesting. A lot of cards came out, but I'm getting the urge to keep them. Some of you are looking at a romantic situation. Somebody's getting out of a karmic cycle, possessive energies. Who is the possessive energy? Who's the karmic situation in this? This is the reason why this is so possessive is because it's majorly insecure. This is something that really can't express itself. This is also an energy that has been exhausted, so it feels like an animal that's in its last fight. Now, please don't take that out of context. I don't even know how that would happen. However, what you want isn't supposed to be this hard. It's not making you happy. This might be you leaving behind a very karmic situation, being very upfront with what you want and what you actually want, not only for yourself, but in a relationship. How is this going to work for you? So we have the Lovers in reverse. There's somebody that you are being pulled to let go of, but it also feels like, if I let go of this, then what? Well, you're going to find out. You have the Two of Cups energy coming towards you. You need to take care of yourself and focus and pull your energies in right now. And yeah, I guess work on not being so scattered, or feel like you're scattered, or feel like you're at a breaking point. You need to nurture yourself, because I feel like it's been very neglected. Yeah. This wasn't making you happy. You're going to find your happiness. Anyway, it's time to stop that karmic cycle and find your actual bliss and joy in life and relationships. Talk to y'all soon. Stay safe, have fun. If you're coming across this, you may need a message from Rider-Waite. Trying to find your balance while juggling a lot of things, eh? Riding the wave? Are you caught in the motion of everything? What do you need to know? This is all about balance and restoration, but it also feels like there's a lot on your plate. Yeah, you're getting towards your breaking point and feeling emotionally overwhelmed. It's going to boil over. Just because you can push your limits doesn't mean that you should push your limits, especially for this extended period of time. Is this like a people-pleasing tool? I really hope not. I know what it's like to be a people pleaser. That's why I don't wish that for anybody. It leaves you feeling that sense of lack. Yeah. It's time for you to be very clear about what you want in your cup. And then we see the Tower card. You're getting rid of codependent behavior. Yeah. You have to start choosing yourself. Start choosing yourself. One of my mentors, somebody who I admire greatly, we were all in a meeting today, and he said, not to me, but it really stuck with me. How bad does it have to get before you start putting your own interests first? Like, what is your tolerance level with that? How bad does it have to get before you start putting your own interests first? Or you want to, I'll even say yourself first. I see that you are going to start doing that. Yep. I feel like you're about to throw the gloves off. You've been doing so much for so long. It's really hard to keep your head above water. And whether or not you can keep your head above water, it's not the way that this life has to work for you. So I see that you're going to start dropping some things in your life. Delegate responsibility to another. The thing is, just because you can handle this doesn't mean you should. And I see that you are not going to be handling everything moving forward. It's not your lot in life. This is going to come to a screeching halt. And you're going to take a very sober look at exactly what is in your cup. You're going to make some very drastic changes in your life. Whatever is not serving a purpose in your life that is feeding you back, that's what I really feel you have to reconsider. This is where the balance is restored. This is where you start choosing yourself. This is where grounding happens. And this is where you start to feel at peace again. So, you know, congratulations. You deserve it. You deserve that feeling of peace. So we have a problem here. I wasn't recording, so you have no idea what I was saying before. I was talking smack. No, I wasn't. Look. So what I was saying, because this card had come out first and then we had these bad boys. You're waiting for people to show up. This seems like a vicious cycle in personal relationships. Waiting to get the validation that you got in the beginning. It was good until it wasn't. And you're hoping that that particular aspect of this person is going to come back to you. The thing is, it wasn't that to begin with. That feels like a tactic to reel you in. And I don't think that it was initially done maliciously. I feel like they really wanted to be this person because there's something so alluring about you. You guys have been going through this push and pull for long enough, and you aren't in the present moment seeing this for what it is and seeing that this particular person does not have the same heart as you in this. So I see that you've been feeling this pull you apart from either a person or persons in your life. Yes, it is happening. Yes, it is fate. And no, you're not going to get the validation or the closure that you are seeking in this. And that stinks, trust me, I know. I wish that it would be different in this, but it's not enough of a goodbye to give you enough reason to, I guess, stay in this with them. It would just give even more hope for somebody who's not going to step up. And it's not because you're not worthy, it's because they don't have it in them in this particular time to step up for you. And again, it has nothing to do with you. This is their own issue that they have to deal with. So what is this? God, yep. Don't think that this person isn't important in your life. Yes, it's a soulmate, but soulmates also tend to be our biggest teachers. That is why I think this is so hard, because the bond that was there, that magnetic field that was there, that, oh my God, this is written in the stars. Guess what? It was written in the stars. And this is the story that it told. I'm not marginalizing it or taking away from it. I know that this hurts. I know that this sucks, and I don't wish that on anybody. But know that this person had a very important role in your life, and now there's a very important element to you. The closure would hurt. Now it's time for you to see what direction your life is taking you. Well, if you're coming across this, I thought we were going to be working with the Halloween Oracle, and here we are with messages from your angels. So, what do they want you to know? What do you need to hear at this point in time? I feel like it's going to be a pretty in-depth message, so stay tuned. I'm shuffling. One card flew out. What is this? To help the situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. I think that you are hurting and that this is invoking this desire to want somebody to feel the pain that you are feeling. It's not personal. Keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. This is talking about you not giving up completely, and that while this doesn't make sense, know that this was done for you. So we have you're confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. So you want to make sure that you're not leaving anything behind on this, that you are seeing everything accurately in here. You're trying to get their perspective on it. You're trying to get closure and the go-ahead from them so you can make a definitive decision on this. But you're waiting for an answer. I don't know if it's going to come. The angels, I'm the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. So there's more people who are going to be coming in, and you are about to get a blessing in this, which feels good. But know that whatever stressor that you are feeling right now, or what feels hidden beneath the surface right now, is meant to crack you open because you're going through a time of expansion right now. So whatever seems to be the gatekeeper of this, whatever seems to be the person of illusion in this, know that it is meant to break you open and to be almost a channel for not only more information, but for more important people who are going to be coming into your life, who are going to be proven to be an asset. And it is in connection to somehow this person who is causing you confusion and hurt. So whoever that is for your life, know that it has a pretty deep meaning to it, and that there are better things to come. So I hope that that made sense. Hey there, gorgeous. Now we are going to be getting a message from the Halloween Oracle deck. So we got a witch, the earthly weaver of the worlds. Okay, awesome. Your intuitive connection is growing. I like it. I always enjoy it. It's always fun, that expansion. It's not without growing pains, but here we are. Zombie. There's an issue with control. Why are you trying to control this? Because this expansion is unknown, doesn't feel safe. I got it. Joy, rejoicing in the present. And then we have Scrying Intuition. You, my dear, are going through a huge awakening period. What you are seeing is not an illusion. It is not your imagination. You are going through an ascension process. Your intuition is guiding you. Your intuition is growing and expanding. This growing pain, these intense dreams, these intense situations that you are in your life right now, follow your gut on it, because this is a massive time, and I see your channel is opening, and it's not going to be something that you need to be afraid of. Maybe your sense of control is a way to manage it better for you so that you're not feeling so scattered, but that should really be the only reason. Don't try and shut yourself out from something that is meant to be an asset to your life. And let's see, this is going to open up a lot of new possibilities, but use your tools to the best of your growing ability, and make the connections necessary that are going to open up new doors for you. I do see that there are going to be new people who are entering into your life, and this feels like it's going to shine a whole new light and angle on everything, where you're going to be seeing what feels like areas of the same spot that you never thought existed. It's going to add in a whole new lively element to things that are already existing into your life. Well, existing into your life, or existing into, meaning that it's going to have a whole new element. This is very interesting. You're not crazy. I want you to know that. You're not. You are going through a major awakening, and those are never, ever, underline ever, comfortable. But you do have support. So work your networking and see where that is, because it's there. Have fun with that. It's going to be a wild ride.